Hey there, I'm travel blonde Melissa James. Today we're taking a look at the historic city of Kyoto, founded in 794, which I got to visit during my private luxury tour with Luxester. And wow, this was just an all-around incredible experience. Everywhere you turn in Kyoto, there's a historical site, or a temple, or a landmark. No wonder they say Kyoto is the heart of Japan. If you want the traditional Japanese experience, Kyoto is the place to go. My favorite part was our morning excursion to a special salon to get folded into a kimono set and have my hair styled. Yes, they wear socks with sandals, and yes, they have an opening beside the big toe. This is a well-accepted practice here. People both Asian and non-Asian, mostly ladies, rent kimonos and accessories for the day to cruise around Kyoto. It felt like prom night, just checking out all the other girls' outfits, and I got to choose all the pieces and even a coordinating handbag to rent. This is a real benefit of taking a private tour because group tours are just too big to squeeze into any of these shops for the hour of dressing and styling. Was it hard to walk around like this? Yes and no. It was trickier than cozy travel clothes, but easier than I expected. Again, I got even more out of this experience traveling with my own personal guides from Luxester. These ladies were not only fun to travel with, but they served as translators, photo takers, and even insisted on carrying my shopping bags.
See the thing? It's rice. That's rice? I would not have guessed that.
Best of all, they explained all the customs for me at places like temples, since the rules were usually not posted or confusing to follow.
And I will now turn it in so it can be burned in the Hitaki-sai festival.
Coin first, and then 2 bows, 2 claps, and then make a wish, and then last bow.
Okay.
There you go.
One fun custom I got to learn was the Japanese tea
He
ceremony.
came to Japan in the 12th century from China. It was originally drank as a medicine.
There are so many steps and rituals that dictate how to pre-clean your tea bowl, including which hand holds the bowl and how many rotations to make with the towel. Our instructor taught us how to mix up the green powder to make Japan's popular matcha tea, using a special kind of bamboo whisk. And of course, there are rituals for how to sip the tea.
And I'm going to now drink some of my tea.
One of my favorite aspects of Kyoto was the shopping. There were so many dainty little items to buy, and the prices were reasonable. These little roads led us to a place called Kimono Street, and I think you can see why. The little tubes of fabric light up at night, and it's a gorgeous effect. We spent our first night at a ryokan, which are traditional Japanese inns that typically feature tatami-matted rooms, communal areas, and mineral hot spring baths called onsens. While most people use communal baths, I'm a typical modest American, so I opted to reserve a private one. This ryokan served free ramen at 10 p.m. each night and free popsicles around the clock. And their breakfast buffet was incredible. Our second 2 nights were at a modern Kyoto hotel, though they did have the sweetest little paper crane awaiting me in my room. This hotel also had a wonderful breakfast with a view, and on the first morning there, I spotted this rainbow cresting the mountains. Food was yet another wonderful thing about Kyoto, from fast food to fine dining.
Okay, hold on. Okay, so this is my dinner that I will be cooking myself. This is pork, and what's the name of this dish, you guys? Shabu shabu. Shabu shabu.
Okay, it even sounds fun, so I like that. So I'm going to pick up pieces of meat and I just drop it in,
Yes.
and it's gonna cook with everything else. No, I just.
And they have a tofu inside, which is very famous from Kyoto.
Oh, okay. So I've got the pork. I'm going to dip it in the sauce. That's right. You say I pulled the sauce up in front of me. Can I get a? I want to get a little bit of rice there too. That's good. On the other end of the spectrum, we had an elegant dinner at this Michelin-starred restaurant. It was just us, the chef, and the sous chef, as the meal was a traditional omakase experience, where they cook in front of you and you interact throughout the meal.
で寿司の精肉サーロインを約2時間ほど焼き上げて、最後にヒノキを2本して香りを香醇して、こちらを提案させてもらいます。
Every course was amazing. Without a doubt, Kyoto was one of my favorite cities in Japan. I hope you're planning to go there too, and that my experiences have helped you plan yours.